Hey there, welcome back to Mark Plays Not Just Marvel. This is Final Girl, and we've got a bit of a randomized setup here. That way we're saying a new killer and a new location. So we have kind of randomized everything. There are some randomizing dice that I've used, and we've got Inkanyamba, the Avenger, as our killer at the Carnival of Blood, and our final girl is Asami. So, there are a few things I need to do to finalize setup. Forgive the clacking of my pup. She's gonna clack around for a little bit, and she should lay down here in a second. Lay down, good girl. Okay, so first we're gonna randomize our final heart. All right, let's get 1, 2 Inkanyamba and 1, 2 Asami, and put the rest in to the. Oh, we didn't see it. We didn't see it. Okay. So we are done with that. We need to deal out 10 tarot cards. Let's give these one more shuffle. That's my dog digging on her bed. She likes to dig to the bottom of the bed. Sandy, that's the bottom. You're already there. You made it. All right, let's deal out 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. Let's shuffle up the finale cards. We will put that there. Now the dark power. Sandy, you're at the bottom. That's the bottom. You're there. Lay down now. All right, we got a dark power. Hopefully it's not too loud. She's gonna go till she, oh, I think she might be done. Okay, so the last thing we need to do for setup, if you've noticed, there is a special card up here for Inkanyamba called Killer Wrath. So this for the setup does start at 2. So I've got the little tracker here, and we'll kind of get to how that interacts with the game kind of as it comes up. But essentially, we don't want that to get too high. Bad things will happen. The other thing special about Inkanyamba is he adds this atonement card to our tableau that we can buy. And that card really helps us control that Killer Wrath card. Now, the special part about Carnival of Blood are traps. So there are trap terror cards that may or may not have been shuffled in there. And then within each of the item piles, in the bottom 3 cards, a trap has been seated. So we don't know when they're going to come up. We just know there's one in each of them. When they do come up, I haven't looked at what they do, but there is a reference here that when they do, hopefully they won't come up. But if they do, we'll look at that. And then I've also got the center stage setup. Got that all good to go. Again, I am using the meeples for the final girl. Final girls here in the pink and the killers here in the red. Just for, it's a little easier versus 2 gray miniatures. So the last thing we need to do is draw an event. Now she's playing with her bone, so she likes to be extra loud when I'm filming. Oh. All right, so we have employee transport. Looks like someone left their keys in the cart. Place the golf cart token in any of the 4 corner spaces. All right, let's find our golf cart token. That is gonna be here. Here we are. Got a little golf cart. So we had to place this in one of the 4 corner tokens. During upkeep, you and or up to 2 victims in the space with the golf cart may drive it up to 2 spaces, but the golf cart must stay on the outer path. If the golf cart is driven into a space with an enemy, I can discard it to deal 3 damage to that enemy. If the golf cart token is discard. That's pretty cool. So I can use this to move around victims and myself. Now, as far as I know, yeah, so I can I can move these guys. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to go over real quick before we get going. I know it's kind of hard to see just with my the camera that I'm using. Unfortunately, it's the best I got. So I did want to point out the 3 search spaces. We've got down here in the bottom left, the Forest of Horrors. Right here is the House of Mirrors and the Things to Astonish. And then our 3 exit spaces are down here in the bottom right, in the top left, and then we have a clown car. I guess we can drive off. I guess that's what that is. So those are our 3 exit spots and our 3 search spots. I'm going to put the golf cart up here. So I'm going to try and remember during the upkeep phase, I can move it and move some victims around. Now this is my first time playing both of these and Asami. I've not looked at the backside of Asami yet, so it will be a surprise to me. Hopefully I get all the rules right, but I think we're good to go. So let's go ahead and start. The first thing I like to do usually is try and get some of this terror down. So I'm going to play a focus. I do not have room for the dice tray this time, so I'm just going to hold it over. So I got 1 success. So that means I can decrease the terror, but I do have to spend the time. But I'm happy to do that. Let's go ahead and do that again. Second focus. Let's go, baby! 1 success. I could spend 2 cards and make it 2 successes. Now if I do that, I will gain 2 more time, which I think sounds pretty good. So I will spend the short rest and the weak attack, bring the horror down 1 more, and gain 2 time. I'm gonna try and walk now. Get maybe, he starts with, Inkanyamba starts with a movement of 2 and an attack of 1. So I'd like to get maybe 3 away. I'm 1 away now. I did get 1 success, so I can move up to 1 space. That does cost me 1 time, and I'm gonna go for it. My last card. Let's get 1 more success. Boom! I do not have any cards to spend, so that is a failure. So I can move up to 1 space, lose a health, and lose 2 time, or just lose 2 time. I think I'm gonna take the move. So let's move the space, lose a health, and lose 2 time. Okay. So that does end my turn because I no longer have any cards. I'm going to buy some cards though. I definitely want a sprint for 2. And I've got 2 more. I don't think he's going to be able to make it to me, even with a terror card. So I think maybe I'll just take another sprint and start rescuing some people. I only need to rescue 4 victims before I flip. So yeah, let's just take 2 sprints and call it a day. All right, we got our zeros up here. We're gonna go right to the, I spent 4 and I'm going to now reset this to 6. We're gonna go to the killer phase. So the first thing that he does is if the killer's wrath is at 1 or 2, which it is, we increase it by 1. All right, so we're gonna knock that up to 3. Nothing happens yet, we're just moving it up by 1. Then he's going to target the closest final girl or victim and attack. So luckily no one is in his space. And now we go to a terror card. So we have, it burns, it burns. All right, place the acid trap token in your space. Now I believe this is one of those trap cards. So we have our first trap card. So let's get the trap. Okay. So I place the acid trap into my space. Immediately apply the trap's effects. So I'm going to reference this card. It says when a terror trap comes into play from the terror deck, place the appropriate trap token in your space. The trap immediately takes effect on you and all victims in your space. Anytime a victim enters or is in a space with the trap, they are killed. Okay, so this victim's going to die. Now I've got acid trap. Acid pitfall trap, I lose, so I have to immediately reply it. Okay, I lose 1 health. So it kills the victim. I don't know. Yeah, every time a victim dies, this goes up. So we pop that up. I lose a health. And now, unfortunately, that does stay for the remainder of the game. So if any time any victims move into it, or if I move into it, if a victim moves in, they die. If I move into it, I'm going to lose health. It's terrible. Okay, and then horror goes up by 2. Also terrible. I don't like that. at all. Bad card. Okay, so no one to panic. And now we go to the upkeep phase. So I'm going to use the golf cart. And I'm going to move 2 of them to this exit spot. And I will hopefully save them on this turn. Okay, it does make it harder to go back and forth. I don't like it. Actually, I wonder if this is the move. Let's move them. I can move them 1 or 1 or 2. Up to 2 spaces. Let's go over here. Okay. So here we go. Back to me. I'm going to sprint. Let's go. Let's go. I got 1. I don't have another one. I don't have 2 cards to spend. So I get to move up to 2 spaces and spend 1 time. So 1. Let's bring 2 with me. And let's go ahead and sprint again. I just need 1 success. Come on. I got 1 success. Perfect. I will spend 1 time, move 2 spaces. 1, 2. And look at this. I've got 4 victims I can save right away. So let's go ahead and resolve this in order. So I'm going to bring the terror down by 2. I can move a space. I'm not going to. Oh, maybe I will. Yeah, I think I will. First, I'm going to heal 1. Take a search action card. All right. And move 1 space. Now, let's see. So I do have to be, if I want to use the golf cart, I have to be on the spot with the golf cart. So I think I will not move a space. I don't know if I'm assuming I don't have to. It does say move a space. I don't know why. I wonder if I have to. Sure. Okay, that's fine. I'll move a spot. Okay. There's nowhere for me to search, so I'm not going to do anything with this. I could pitch it to get a time. I think I might. Let's pitch that and get a time. Oh, before I forget, we've got all 4 victims that we need saved. So we are flipping Asami over to her finale side. It says, whenever I draw at least 1 item card, I draw an extra card and choose 1. Oh, I'm immune to item trap cards, though. Nice. And now for each additional victim saved, I recover a health. Okay, cool. Nice. So I want to go digging. Normally, the way that the traps work and the items are, if you draw it, you immediately resolve it. If you were to draw multiple cards, so if you were to draw the top 2 and the second one was a trap, you first resolve the trap, then you can still keep the item. So being immune to that is awesome. Okay, so let's go into my planning phase. I've got 5 to buy. I don't have any sprints that I can buy. I'm definitely going to take back all my 0 cost cards. Let's take a distraction for 3. And then for 2, I'm pretty far from being able to search anywhere. I might take an atonement and start trying to work on this. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's put these cards back. Search, sprint. We're gonna go to the killer phase. If this were on 1 or 2, which it's not, it would go up, so it doesn't. And then he would target the closest victim or myself in his space. There's nobody, so he doesn't do anything. And we go to our terror card. He's coming, and there's nothing we can do. If there are no victims on the board, discard this and draw the next terror card. Otherwise, horror goes up. And he's going to target the closest victim, move towards them. That would be right here. And kill 1. Dead. We'll knock that up. Okay. So, if you notice over here, he has nothing over here that can increase the horror. So that's great. But he does have this, which can increase the horror. So I am going to panic this victim because another victim died in his space. 2, he's going to move down here. All right. And now we are going to go to the upkeep phase. I can't take the golf cart because there's nobody there. So it's back to me. I'm going to play a distraction. Hopefully we can get this horror down to the green. So I could, if I discard 4 cards. Sure. I'll discard short rest, weak attack, and 1 focus, and maybe 1 walk. So it's 4 cards discarded. That lets me bring down the horror by 2. We're in the green, and I get to gain 2 time. Sorry, I should be back at 6. Let's gain the 2 time. All right. So now I get an extra die. Sandy, hey, you're at the bottom of the bed. You're at the bottom. Okay, let's focus 1 more time, just in case. I don't want him to bump that up above that, so let's roll 3. I'd like to get 2 successes here. Man, I'd always like to get 2 successes, but I did. So I get to bring it down by 1, gain 2 more time. Let's take a walk. Oh, actually, I don't like that. He can move for 3 now. I think I will still. Maybe I'm just gonna get to the golf cart. Let's take a walk to the golf cart. 1 success. I can move up to 1 space and lose a time. Yes, let's go there. I think I'll hold on to my atonement card for now. So this has a special 3 success. So the things that you can do with this, if you don't succeed at all, horror goes up and you lose 2 time. If you get 1 success, you can decrease red or yellow. This is just red. I'm assuming yellow is maybe on his map. I'm not sure. So we can decrease his wrath by 1. 2 successes, we can decrease his wrath by half. And 3 successes, we can decrease it all the way down to 1. But okay, so I'm gonna hold on to that. Now we're gonna buy. So I've got 9 to buy. I think I'd like to maybe get a search card now. Let's get a sprint. He might start attacking, so let's take a guard for 2. Because he could, 1, 2, 3, he could reach me. Let's also take, I've got 3 more. Maybe another sprint? Or another guard. He might attack me twice. No, I don't think he will. Let's take another sprint for 2, and then a close call for 1. We will put all these back, put distraction back there. Okay, these are all zeros. All right, we'll reset this to 6. And now we go to the killer phase. So this is a not at 1 or 2, and there's nobody in the spot. So we're gonna go right to the terror card. Minor dark power, outrage holic. All right, so this is gonna go up here and he gets 3 extra life. And this says every time his wrath is increased, it's increased an additional 1 time. That's bad, not good. Nobody's gonna panic, and now I can take the golf cart. So I can take it 2 spaces. I think I wanna go down to this forest of horrors. Oh, actually, no, let's move over here. Well, saving victims really only, it just heals me, but I guess it does prevent him from increasing this track. I mean, 1 more though, he's there for a while. 1 more, he's gonna get that dark power, but there's so many close. I'm gonna go down, start looking for an item. Okay, so it is to me now. Ooh, although, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe I will take it over here. I do have a sprint. Yeah, let's get risky here. Okay. So the first thing we're gonna do is sprint. So here we are, sprint. Maybe we can just get him to the exit, get him out of there. I did get 2 successes. I can move up to 3 spaces. So let's go 1 and rescue them both. So I do get to heal for 2, but I can only hold 1. Okay, and now I have 2 more movement if I want it. And I think I do. 2. If I move here, I'll take a damage. Although, I guess I don't mind too much. Now our cat's making some noise, saying hello. Oh, it's so creepy. All right. Do I want to take a damage? I'll take a damage. And move to make it to the Forest of Horrors. Let's do a search. Here we go. Search. 3 dice. 2 successes. So I get to take the top 2 item cards at my space and choose 1. Now with her ability, I get to draw an extra 1 and I'm immune to traps. So I'm at the Forest of Horrors. So I've got an aluminum bat. Here's the trap. I'm going to ignore it. And mysterious pills. Okay, so mysterious pills. I can lower the horror or gain health. I think I want a weapon here. Aluminum bat. I have to be in his space to use it. It does 1 extra damage. It takes up both of my hands. So whenever I inflict damage to the killer with the aluminum bat, I may immediately discard a minor dark power, including any health markers remaining on that card. Yeah, I like that because I want to get rid of that. So let's. I'll put both of these on the bottom because I kind of don't think that those are worth keeping. So let's go ahead and sprint again. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's sprint again. Oh, sorry, Sandy. Hey. We don't go to work. Come here. Come on. Guaranteed to happen when I'm filming. Hey, stop. Just because other dogs are doing it doesn't mean you gotta do it. All right, let's do it. 2 successes. Move up to 3 spaces for 1 time. Now I think I should have already spent 2 time. 1 for my first sprint, 1 for my search, and now I'm spending 1 more for my sprint. I can move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Let's get them to the exit. Save them to heal 1. All right. And now I'm going to stop there. And I've got 3 to buy. I think I want to buy. I don't know. Maybe just a distraction to hold on to in case he raises the horror. And I'll take all my cards back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I am at 10. Perfect. Let's put the sprint back, the search back, and the sprint back. All right. We'll reset this to 6. I can't take the golf cart, and neither can the victims. He's not going to get to do anything right here, but he is going to get a terror card. How did the tiger get loose? All victims panic. Okay, so there's just 3 of them here. So we're going to roll 3 dice and see where they go. Got a 5, a 3, and a 3. So 2 through a 5 goes here. Actually, all 3 of those are 2 through 5. So they're all going to just move there. Then the killer is going to move towards the closest victim. He has a movement of 3. 1, 2. And he's going to kill 1. All right. We're going to bump that up, and that does get to reveal his dark power, which is Rising Dread. Whenever his wrath increases, horror goes up. It's terrible. Terrible. Okay, this says do the following for the animal cages space, which is right here, and all spaces adjacent to it. Victims are killed. Okay. Luckily, there's no path here, so this is not adjacent. So any victim adjacent to it would be killed. An enemy takes a damage, and if I'm there, I lose a health. Okay, so none of that's going to happen. Now it is back to me. I do want to hit him. I want to get rid of that dark power. But all I have is walks. 1, 2, 3. So if I succeed on the walks, yeah, we can do it. All right, let's do a walk. 2 successes. Spend 1 time to move 2 spaces. 1, 2. We'll do another walk. 3 successes. Wow. Okay. Spend 1 time. 1. Now I'm debating moving. I don't have a search, so there's no point. Okay, yeah. So let's just move into there. I'm going to do a weak attack just to get that dark power out of here. 2 successes. So that does 1 damage to him. So it says, let's see, whenever I inflict damage to the killer, I may immediately discard a minor dark power, including any health markers remaining. So I think I deal 1 to the dark power, then I discard it. So actually I would have done 2 because of the aluminum bat. So really, it only bought me 1 health. That's okay. I don't need to focus. I don't need distraction. I don't need anything else. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7. Yeah, I think we just stay there because I can't move. I cannot leave. What do I want to buy though? I might be willing to discard these focuses because I have a distraction. Let's see. Hey, Sandy, come lay down. Come on. Sandy, come lay down. Come on. I think I want to buy... I think I just want to start hitting. Let's spend 4. Get this Furious Strike. I could spend... Ooh, you know what? I am. Before I do that, I want to spend 1 focus... 2 focus... No. Yes, 2 focus to gain 2 time, and I will spend all 6 for a critical blow. Alright. Let's reset this to 6. Put all my zeros up here. The killer is going to go, and he's going to kill a victim. So that goes up by 1. And let's see, whenever that increases, okay, nothing happens, and we are going to draw a terror card. He's coming, and there's nothing we can do. Horror goes up by 1, and he's going to kill this other victim here. All right. Now we would panic, but now it's just us, so nobody to panic. This is ours, so I guess let's go ahead and start giving them a smack. I can't go anywhere, so I would like to get to the point where I can drive the golf cart into them. I would love for that to be the final hit. All right, let's do a critical blow. 2 successes. That is 3 hits plus 1 from the bats. It's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I get to bring terror down by 1. All right. Don't need to short rest. Don't need to distract. I don't need atonement. I don't need anything else, so I'm just going to hang out. I've got 6 time to spend. Let's take a Furious Strike for 4. And I mean, maybe I take a sprint just to get to the golf cart for 2. Okay. Oh, and I can take these back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A weak attack, 8, and 2 walks, 10. All right, let's put the critical blow back. Reset this. Killer is going to take his turn. He is going to attack me for 2 damage. I'm realizing now I should have probably bought another guard. I'm going to guard against the first one, though. I got 1 success. Reduce the damage by 2, so I take no damage. And then we're going to draw a terror card. Wrath of Horror. So this is his mechanic. Unleash Wrath. So we're going to look at the Wrath, and we are going to do whatever level it's on. So this level just increases Horror by 1. Then it says increase the Wrath equal to the Horror level. Our Horror level is 1, so it increases by 1. And his Dark Power says whenever the Wrath increases, we increase our Horror. So our Horror does go up to 2. Then he's going to target the nearest victim and move towards them and attack them. And it says if there are no victims, target the final girl instead. So he is going to hit me again for 2. There's nothing I can do about it. I take the 2. Okay, now it's back to me. He's down to 5 health. I could kill him right here if I get lucky. So let's go ahead and try that. Ooh, but first I want to... Do I have a focus? I don't. I do have a distraction. Let's play a distraction. I think I might pitch all 4 cards because I'd like to get this down all the way to 0. So let's play Close Call, Walk, Walk, and Short Rest. So we'll bring Horror down by 2 and gain 2 time. Okay. Let's do a Furious Strike. So I get 3 dice now. Oh, feels bad. Ouch. Ouch. So I lose a health. I increase horror by 1, and I have to end my turn. Terrible. All right, well, I am going to buy a retaliate for 4, a guard for 2, and I have 2 left. Let's buy a sprint, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bummer. Bad roll. Bad roll. Happens though. It'd be like that sometimes. Okay, now we're into him. So he is going to hit me for 2 damage. Now I'm going to play retaliate. Let's not roll that again. 2 successes. I ignore all the damage, and I hit him back for 2 plus 1 with my bat. All right, I like it. Let's get to a terror card. Wrath of Defilers. So we're going to unleash. So horror goes up by 1. Then he's going to target myself or the nearest victim and then move towards us. He's already in our space. And then it says increase the wrath equal to the number of victims that have been saved. It must have been 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And because that increased, we also increased the horror. So his wrath is at 10, which is terrible. Because he's going to heal 2. If he unleashes, heal 2, increase the horror by 1, target us, move towards us, and attack us twice. But now he is going to target the nearest victim. Since there are no victims, he's going to target the final girl instead. He's going to hit us for 2. We're going to guard against that. So we do only get 2 dice this time. Okay, I got 1 success. I think I'll just take the 1 success and reduce it by 2. So now, upkeep. Nothing to do for upkeep and no panicking. So it is back to me. I definitely want to play. Oh man, this being far, I don't like. I'm gonna try and focus it back down. Or let's just try and hit him first. Weak attack. If I get 2 successes, then we win. Well, if he doesn't have any extra health. 1. Yeah, let's spend the 2. Make it 2. Well, if I don't spend the 2, I'll have to lose a health as well. But that also will let me have 1 more die. So let's not make it a success. So I'll do 1 damage plus 1 from my bat. So 1. It may not matter because if this is blank, then we win. Let's go, baby! All right. That is another W. I know I moved a little fast and skipped some things a couple times, but hopefully I corrected it later on enough to where it was a legit play. Yeah, that was Inkanyamba and the Carnival of Blood. It was about to get very bad up here if I didn't start playing some atonement cards to reduce that. But yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching, and peace!